Prices for essential household goods are up, Sunoco is stronger than ever, and the Department of Justice reaches a settlement involving turkey, pork, and chicken prices. It's time for Retail Daily, your quick look at the top stories from Supermarket News and CSP Daily News. I'm Supermarket News Senior Editor Bill Wilson.
And I'm CSP Editor Chuck Yulee.
Prices are up. Consumer data and tech company Numerator released its April 2026 Numerator Consumer Goods Price Index with an advanced read on inflation trends across everyday consumer goods, featuring expanded breakouts by income level, generation, and U.S. Census region. According to Numerator, prices for everyday household purchases increased 0.49% in April after being essentially flat in March, following a 0.21% increase in February. In April, prices for everyday goods are up 2.4% versus a year ago. It is the largest monthly gain since September 2025. A similar trend is expected for the comparable categories covered in the Bureau of Labor Statistics CPI release scheduled for Tuesday.
Sunoco LP is stronger than it has ever been. That was the message from Sunoco President and CEO Joseph Kim Tuesday on the Dallas-based fuel distributor and convenience store operator's first quarter 2026 earnings call. Sunoco's net income for the first quarter of the year was $644 million, compared to $207 million in the first quarter of 2025. Its EBITDA was $858 million compared to $458 million a year ago.
Let's talk turkey and pork and chicken. The Trump administration believes it scored a major victory on Friday in addressing rising chicken, pork, and turkey prices, the Associated Press reports. The Department of Justice reached a settlement with AgriStats, an Indiana-based company that has provided the meat industry with detailed reports on meat processors. The DOJ believes the company's services allowed chicken, pork, and turkey processors to increase prices they charged to restaurants, grocery stores, and other buyers who could not access the reports. AgriStats must now share much of the information it acquires from processors.
Earnings way up at Global Partners. Global Partners' net income in first quarter 2026 was $70.1 million, compared with net income of $18.7 million in the same period of 2025. The Waltham, Massachusetts-based company announced on its earnings call Friday. Global Partners convenience store brands include Alltown Fresh, Honey Farms, and Extra Mart, among others. Eric Slifka, president and CEO, said that solid execution across all operating segments drove strong first quarter results.
Wakefern reorganization trims 79 jobs. Wakefern Food Corp, parent of ShopRite and other banners in the Northeast, is transitioning its sales and marketing operations to an outside agency, which will result in the loss of 79 positions at the company, according to reports. The reports said that the outside agency, Quad, is adding 20 positions as a result of the change, and that Wakefern itself was adding about 50 jobs. The positions that were affected have been responsible for the company's weekly sales flyer, according to reports.
Ahold Q1 sales under pressure. Ahold Delhaize reported that its U.S. online sales jumped 14.3% in the first quarter, but its comparable store sales inched up only 1.5%, excluding gasoline. The company said its Q1 comps would have been higher if not for reductions in SNAP benefits, egg price deflation, and changes in drug prices due to the Inflation Reduction Act. The latter is expected to have a negative impact of $450 million on pharmacy sales for the full year. The Amsterdam-based retailer also said that its president and CEO, Frans Muller, is planning to retire next year, and it has nominated Thierry Garnier, a former CEO at French retailing giant Carrefour, to succeed him.
Big increase for Weiss Markets. The grocer reported a 42.5% increase in first quarter net income on Wednesday, crediting investments in promotional programs and technology upgrades that helped boost sales and control costs. The regional supermarket chain earned $27.85 million, or $1.13 per share for the 13 weeks ended March 28th, compared with $19.55 million, or 73 cents per share in the same period last year. Total revenue rose 4.6% to $1.26 billion from $1.20 billion a year earlier. Comparable store sales, excluding fuel, increased 1.2% year over year and 2.2% on a 2-year stacked basis. That's all for Retail Daily. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more to hear the latest retail news. I'm Bill Wilson.
And I'm Chuck Yulee. For more on these stories, visit CSP Daily News and Supermarket News.